Okay, so emotional intelligence at workplace 2.0, having the leadership style. So today I'm going to make you to learn what is emotional intelligence and what is your emotional intelligence level. There'll be a self-assessment. You'll be filling up the questionnaire, and then how the leadership style will help you to mingle or to go with emotional intelligence. So quick intro about emotional intelligence. Okay, the objective of the program is very simple. You'll be learning the emotional intelligence in a very amplified manner in detail, and I will let you know how to control your emotions and how you can achieve the greater results through emotional intelligence. Okay, so before moving to the session, let me do a or we can do a quick research. Okay, so take our college. Okay, DJMA எடுத்துக்கலாம். Okay, so look into the first benchers, look into the last benchers. The first benchers are the people who is getting ranks. Okay, the person who is getting high marks in the semester examination. The last benchers, I'm not saying the failures, but getting medium marks, very happy with their marks, and they literally enjoy the moment. So Dhanika, in our classroom, okay, in our classroom, okay, who is best or who is leading a happy life? Happy is not in terms of financial. Happy is not in terms of how many houses they have bought, how many cars they have bought. Not like that. It's something like happiness index. Okay, how many of them? Okay, in the first benchers, that means the first rank holders and last rank holders. Okay, in the proportionate, who is living a healthy and happier life? Either the first rank holders or last rank holders.
I'll go for last.
Why? So who are they from our class? We can take Parthiban, Jayant. Okay.
I think like they'll, as far as I know, they do what they love, like like business or like the job. So they are more like content what they're having in your life.
Exactly. Thing is that they are living the present moment. It is called mindfulness.
Mm.
Okay. Whereas the rank holders, they'll be always having a fear of future. They'll be always having a fear what is going to happen next. If something is going wrong, what I will do. Having that fear accumulated, the creative process gets down. And the thought process also it gets down, whereas the options. Okay, they need to find out a solution. For that, the option will get degraded. Whereas the people who is in great mindfulness, who is not having the fear of failure, who is not having the fear of future, never regret on the past. Okay, they will be having a mindfulness idea means that more options flow in, and they will select the best option. So that is emotional intelligence, Dharnika. Okay. So
Oh,
right
super.
now, if you take the history, okay, Generation X, Generation Y, millennials, Generation Z, okay, X, Y parents are not that much well educated. So they're always they will treat us in fear. If you get low marks in 10, I will kill you. Okay, simple as that is. And they will even threat like if you fail in examination or if you get low marks, you will never settle in your life. But right now, the young generation, whomever is coming up, our kids, okay, this generation, all the parents, 100 percentage are well educated. Even we can say 99.9 percentage or 99 percentage. And below the poverty line, there will be certain people they are not well educated, but again, it's grooming up. So right now the kids IQ is stable, constant. Okay, they can easily reach the 100 percentage of effectiveness. Whereas right now we need to focus on emotional intelligence in order to have a greater relationship with all the generation difference. You got my point? For example, if I'm
Yeah.
working, okay, the pass out, okay, the passed out people from the graduation, from the college, okay, there'll be more IQ than me. So I need to cope up with him. And above me, there'll be one person who is from Generation X or Generation Y. So I need to go and steady face in having coordination with him. So all these things only will happen if we have a greater relationship management, and emotional intelligence is 200 percentage help you to have a greater relationship management. So in the research it is found that 20 percentage of EQ with 80 percentage of 20 percentage of IQ with 80 percentage of EQ will be always the best. Will be always the best. Okay. So this is what needed in today's modern environment. So look at the research. Okay, here the performance drastically increasing along with emotional quotient, or we can put it another way: emotional quotient drastically increasing with the performance. Okay, so if emotional quotient if you have in 110, your performance will lies between 110, or it may 115 or 120 if you look into the graph. So whomever is having high EQ, the performance will be there in high. There are other few statistics like 90% of top performer have average emotional intelligence is a top performer, and emotional intelligence is one for 58% of job performance. 75 Fortune 500 companies uses emotional intelligence training towards their corporate to train their people, and emotional intelligence have earned around $29 extra on an average. So a normal man goes for $15,000, he will earn around $39,000 or $49,000 in extra if you have a high EQ. Okay, so these are the few statistics that based on the research it is being taken. So right now, Danika, let me assess you through questionnaire. Okay, let me see how far your emotional intelligence is all about. First question: you are on an aeroplane, then suddenly hits extreme bad turbulence and begin rocking from side to side. What do you do?
Continue to read your magazine or watch the movie.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'll go for B, to tell you the truth. Or both. See, A, little of A and B.
Little of A and B. Yeah. Little of A and B.
Yes.
C is the option. Okay. I'll let you know the answer in the future. Next. You are in a meeting and a colleague takes credit of your work. What do you do? Slow and steady again.
I think I don't go for A, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
In meeting, I don't tell, like, I don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
After the meeting, take the colleague aside and tell her that you could have appreciate in the future, that she credits you when speaking of your work.
Okay.
Nothing it is not nothing it's not good idea to embarrass colleague in public. After the Oh, sorry, just give me a minute, a call is coming.
Yeah, okay. People, you have taken this, right? Sudiksha, Saranapriya, and Gifta.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Sudiksha, you can switch on your video, ma, if you want to have a word, and Gifta also. So, she'll be back. Hold on a moment. So, we have tried a lot. We got only one. Okay, it's live recording, so we will discuss in some time later. Yeah, no
Oh,
problem.
sorry, I just got the call, and WhatsApp got disconnected. Sorry.
It's okay. So, what is your option?
Uh, yeah, as I said, I don't go for A. That's for
Okay.
true.
Okay.
After the meeting, take the colleague aside and tell her that you could have appreciated in the future,
Okay.
that she credits you when speaking of your work.
Okay.
Nothing. It's not good idea to embarrass colleague. Yeah. See, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's not birth embarrassing like your colleagues in front of public. So yeah, I think I'll go with C.
Okay. What about
Or
D?
B, like, why should I take her in private, and why should I, like, ask her to, you should, like, yeah,
No, D is
appreciate.
something different, Danika. Read D
D, yeah,
properly.
after the colleague speaks publicly, thank her for referencing your work. I should not say in public, like, I don't think, like,
Okay. I'll come up with the
yeah,
answer. Okay. So you go with
okay.
C.
I think, yeah, like, it's nothing, like, I just leave her, like, if it's first time, like, I'll just leave her, like, I'll take some time.
Okay. What about this?
Discussion between you and your partner has escalated to shouting match. You're both upset, and in heat of the argument, you start making personal attacks, which either of you really mean. Which is best? Tell her you forget about it. She's okay, and put one of your parent distract. try to.
So what would be the option?
Um, After reading this, like I try
Yeah,
to
you
fix
just
it to
see,
my
there is no right
personal
or wrong
life.
answer. Danika, there is no right
Huh?
or wrong answer. Don't get too
Yeah,
much
I'm just
complicated.
yeah, just reading it. Just give me a minute.
Yeah, take your time. Take your
Yeah,
time.
tell her about we forgot it. It's okay. I think I'll go for D.
Tell about something like happened to you. Okay, you go for D. Okay. The last question.
Okay. I think I'll go for D again. Or like A. Like I'll just take 20 minutes break. Like yeah,
So D or A. Okay.
yeah, A or D. Sorry.
Oh, it should be A or D.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us go with the first. Okay, you're in an aeroplane that suddenly hits extreme bad turbulence and begins rocking from side to side. What do you do? The right option is little bit of both A and B. So you have selected
Yeah.
the right option, Dharnika. See, very simple. If a B is there, okay, is your option, then you have never, had a air transportation. Okay, you're having to flight. You having to flight, and that is the very first time. I'm sorry. That is the very first time that you have into flight and you see a turbulence. So what you do, you might get into vigilant and you will roam around or you look around. First, you will go with the air hostess, ask them what is happening, and they will say it happens in midair. It is very normal. Then you will be quiet. Continue to read your book or magazine. Most of them you are using the travel, air travel. Most of them you are using the air travel. Then comes the A. The C is something like a little bit of A and B is something like an average person used to do. Okay, they will not be vigilant or they will not be hyperactive, and also they will not be too cool. If you are reading a book, okay, if there is a shake instance, then you will peek out and you will see if there is any air hostess running around. If not, you will be continue to read the book. Means that you got a little bit of panic, just you peeked out, okay, and you just looked around. Everyone is calm, good, clear, happy. Then everything is perfect. So if you react in that way, you are emotionally good. Then the second one, the answer is D. The answer is D.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So publicly means over here is the conference hall. After the
Okay.
colleagues see, actually you are in a meeting and the meeting happens in the conference call. So thing is that one of your work is taken by other. Okay, where you see actually you are not running an trust or you are not running an orphanage that let them take the credit of what I'm going to do. It's not. It's a world of competition. Am I right, Danika? So something you have done, they should know that you have did it, and they should know that you need to take the credit. Okay, it's your responsibility to keep up your credit within yourself so that in appreciation or in appraisal, all these minute things will be noted down. Okay, so in a meeting, okay, if your colleague is taking the credit for the work you have done, don't get panic. The option is something like a colleague speaks. Once your colleague is done, because you have done the job, you know more about it than your colleague who has taken the credit from you. So you just thank her and you just be a more specific so that everyone knows that in joint, okay, it has been done. Okay, and immediately and publicly comfort the colleague is not a good idea. After the meeting, take colleague aside, tell her something like, she has cornered you, you are going to corner her. Nothing is a good idea to embarrass, okay? It's not at all a managerial stuff. So D is the right option. D is the right option, okay? As discussed between you and your partner, he has or she, whomever it might be, you got into physical fight. The right option is B, because you have selected D. Tell her about the time something like this happened to you. For example, already you are in a physical fight, whereas the conversation got miscommunicated. It got failed. Your conversation strategy itself got failed. Am I right? So if
Yeah.
conversation, like, she is not ready to listen to you, that's why you engage to physical fight. Am I right? Your ego has pointed out, or the ego point has gone to the red area, and your anger point has gone
That's right.
beyond the
Yeah.
red area. Hmm?
Whatever we tell in that minute, it won't go into their head. That's
It
true.
won't be suitable, it won't go into their head. Okay, so thing is that B is the right option. Like, put on one of her favorite tapes and try to discard her. Okay, just let her settle, then you start speaking. Okay,
Yeah.
and the last one, you're trying to calm down your colleague. Okay, very simple. uh, See, actually, you are on road and you will have many commitments to reach office and to accomplish. So agree to take a 20 minutes break before continuing the discussion is something like, you're wasting your time on the road. Okay, whereas your commitment is getting failed to reach with. Okay, and go silent regardless what your partner says. It cannot be. Say you are sorry, ask your partner to apologize to, is not needed, because you need to know how to stand on one point. You need to know how to stand on
Yeah, it's
one
best to
point.
go for stop for a minute and just collect. Yeah.
Yes, so you said A or D, it is D. Okay, means that you should not waste your time unnecessarily, you should not ask for sorry, and you should not take much time, okay, in order to prove yourself where your commitments in the future. Okay, if it is evening, you are returning back to home, you can sit, fight, win, and come home late, but you are moving to office. You are reaching the office and you need to do it on time, there is a preference for you. Okay, so thing is that stop for a moment, collect the thought, what happened, what is the wrong thing that the other party has did, and how you can put that in a very great way that he will understand and he will move on. He will understand and he will move on. Okay, so emotional intelligence is something referred as people smart. Okay, it generally includes the type of intelligence, evaluation, including the traditional concept of IQ. Okay, so very clear definition of emotional intelligence is ability to identify your own emotion, access and control your emotion, and controlling the emotions of others or group. Okay, to understand this point, Danika, let us go back to the research. Okay, for example, okay, actually we both have done placements, right? And we both have taken placement, and Imran and Gayatri, no, you, me, Dinesh, Imran, and who else? Her name is Badga girl,
Preeti, I think.
Preeti. Okay, so at times we used to fight, at times we used to join. Okay, so take the scenario. Okay, in this group, okay, if I come in, sure the scenario will be worse. Okay, if we are in tension and we couldn't find out any corporate, okay, during that time, and that placement officer is not that much tech savvy, whereas we need to teach him how we need to bring corporates. One in our team, okay, one person comes in, he will change the entire scenario and he will make us laugh. Who is that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
What happened? I
No,
asked
no,
a
just
question.
no, no. That's okay. Like somebody knocked the door. I just checked.
Okay. No, actually, I'm asking you. Okay, let me put in this way, not much
Yeah.
complication. You are sitting ideal in the classroom and you have a problem. You are much worried about the problem. Okay. So, your friends, like us, is coming in. Okay. There are few people who come and sit next to you, make the scenario worsen, or someone will comes in, he will change the scenario into positive and make you laugh. Who is that?
It depends. It depends upon the person. Like if we
Yeah, who
consider
will be
them,
that? Okay, depends on the person in sense. Is it the last
like
bencher or first bencher?
I think it will be mostly last bencher.
Because very simple. We what I was saying before, in the conversation is that we as a placement team, Preeti, myself, you, Dinesh, and only four, right? Okay, Dinesh and Preeti from B session. Dinesh and Imran from B session, and myself, you, Preeti, are from A session, I believe. Okay. To be frank, we used to often fight. Okay, me, Dinesh, you, we used to often fight where the Preeti will be a spectator, and Imran. Okay, whenever he peeks in or whenever he comes in, he will come with a very positive smile. Have you noted on that? So he is the one, okay, the change maker. Whenever we are in a trouble and we are thinking in deep, he will come, he will make some, some statement where it will take the scenario and we will easily identify or we will easily get to know what things should be done in future. And now putting ourselves in the cluff, okay, we are not able to think. Whereas Imran comes in, okay, he will have the mindfulness. He knows how to treat people better way than me and you, because we both are much concentrated on bringing the corporate and he is a strategic thinker, whereas he is a humanitarian thinker. Okay, so he will stop, he will think a minute and he will have some fun, and again he will be back to the topic and we will get more ideas. So mindfulness, okay, emotional intelligence will help you to bring mindfulness among the team. Okay, so what is your emotion? What is your happiness state? What is your sorrow state? What is your anger point? And what is the other person, your colleagues, emotional state, anger point? How best you can drive them emotionally in order to take up a better productivity with a greater best relationship. With greater best relationship. Okay, so this is the brain. Okay, and let me take out the pointer. Don't think that I'm going to do science in depth. Very simple. This thing, okay, this part is called thinking brain. Okay, thinking brain is something called as rational brain. Okay, thinking brain is called rational brain. Okay, rational brain is where you go for logical reasoning, taking decision making, and whatever the decisions you want to make in office, you will think that puts in thinking brain. Whereas the relationship management comes from emotional brain. Okay, where you cannot control it in a great way. Okay, even if you want to try to control it, it will never control, it will never get controlled. Whereas rational brain can be easily controlled by your thought process, emotional brain cannot be controlled through your thought process. Okay, best example I will let you know. Okay, Dharnika, you're into a movie. Okay, the actor, actress, the kid are acting, but even though watching that scene you will start to cry. Which movie is that? Which scene is that? Not movie, any scene from your childhood. It might be serial, it might be a movie, it might be whatever. Okay, so for what you have cried, let me know. Unmute yourself, Nanika. Unmute. You're in mute.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, something emotional like makes you like
Deva Tirumalan, climax scene.
Last week I watched more than like oh, just give me a minute, sorry.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Take it. Giftashani and Sudiksha, okay, end of the session, you can switch on your video and have word with ma'am. Okay, already Saranapriya have done it. Be prepared for it.
Sorry, we had
No
guest,
problem.
unexpected guest at home. Sorry.
Okay, so I'll finish it first. No worries. So which movie is
yeah, last week I watched a movie. It's a Turkish movie. So like on whole movie I was crying because it was so natural and emotionally like I can relate to that situation.
Okay, that's
So
great, Dharnika. Because they are acting, but somewhere emotionally it is get connected. That is the live.
yeah, we
Okay,
get
it's very
yeah.
lively. So if you treat people lively, putting up not into thinking brain and emotional brain, it's very easy to get the best out of them. Okay, for example, from the childhood, from your schooling till the one which you are present right now in UK, there will be one friend very close to your heart. Okay, even though you came up with no, you crossed schooling, you are PG, UG, and you are in UK, you will be having neighbors. That one friend will be always sticking to you, whatever you do. Even you hurt her, she'll be back at you. Even if you love her, if you want to, if you think of her, she will come in front of you. Means that the wavelength, okay, the wavelength, okay, will match very much synchronized with your brain, because her interest and your interest matches equally. So what happens is that apart from thinking brain, your emotional brain is connected to that person. So whenever you feel sick, she will be calling you and asking you whether you are sick, because I felt something in my heart that you are in trouble. Okay, especially moms, okay, or mothers. Okay, sometimes we would have thought about her and we need to connect with her. Immediately by surprise you'll get a call from her and she'll be asking about your health. Okay, so that is the emotional connectivity. So having the emotional connectivity, sure, you can deliver the best results, because if you have a greater relationship management, no hindrance, no obstacle will be there, the communication flow will be in a very great way. So clearly you can understand with the short script. Clearly you can understand with short script. Okay, so this is what I am saying. Okay, thinking brain, feeling, doing. So thinking is neocortex, that is the rational brain. Feeling, psychological, emotional is the emotional brain. Together is what you are. So who is Dharnika? A combination of rational brain and the emotional brain, that is Dharnika. So if Dharnika exhibit more emotional brain, she is very perfect, she is good, lovable person. Whereas thinking brain, he is very perfect in timing and he is a cognitive person, always strict. So these are the difference, very simple. These are the difference, okay? So emotional intelligence consists of all this factor. How we are going with empathy, how we are self-aware, how we are into self-regulation, motivation and social skills. Okay, these are the parts of emotional intelligence. Okay, and Daniel Goleman is the father of emotional intelligence. Okay, Daniel Goleman is father of emotional intelligence. Okay, he termed, or he in his research he given four or pillars of emotional intelligence. These are the four pillars. First, self emotion appraisal. Second one is other emotion appraisal, use of emotion and control of emotion. Self emotion appraisal, other emotion appraisal, use of emotion and control of emotions. Okay, so before diving deep, okay, before diving in deep, okay, I will give you a question now. Okay, I will give you a question now that really make you to know more about emotional intelligence. So I just want to take the link. Just give me some time. Just few seconds. So you need to fill up the questionnaire so that we will know more about what is your emotional intelligence state. Then we will go on. Okay?
Yeah.
So go to the chat window, Dharnika, and Mridula Raj. Hi, greetings to you. Hi, Mridula. Mridula, am I audible? Okay, team, just go to the chat window, look into the form which I have given to you. It is in the chat window.
Yeah, I got it.
You got the form, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give
Yeah,
you
I
5
got
minutes, Danika. Just fill it. There are 16 questions in that. Study slowly, then respond. Even if you take time, no props. This is a very important one over here. And Mridula, you can also do that. No props. Are you able to view the screen, Dharnika?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm just filling out.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Take your time, no urgency. I think Mridula Raj also can fill the form, no problem.
I just finished the form.
You have finished the form. That's great, Dharnika.
Yeah.
Okay, so getting back to it, Daniel Goleman has given the four pillars of emotion intelligence: self-emotion appraisal, other emotion, use of emotion, and control of emotion. Okay, so let us see one by one, little bit in detail. Okay, so this is the chart. This is what the emotion intelligence lies in. Personal competence, social competence in y-axis. What I see, what I do is in x-axis. So there are two factors in emotional intelligence. One is internal behavior, and external behavior. Just categorize in these two things. One is internal behavior and another one is external behavior. So the internal behavior consists of personal competence, whereas the external behavior consists of social competence. Simple. What I see, what I do. How I perceive and how I react. What I see is how I perceive. What I do, how I react. Simple. Personal competence, what I see, self-awareness. Very simple. If I talk about self-awareness for 1 hour, then you will see Venkat Guruji, thank you very much. Can I have some prasadam? Can I move out? It's something more into what is self. Okay, if you open any Gurujis or spiritual person, they will ask you a question: who you are, who am I? And they will deep dive into our core and they will say it's Atma, the way we behave. Yes, it's right. Okay, yeah, it's right. Okay, how we been groomed up. Our ego state is closely connected to our parent ego, and our parent ego is closely connected to the grandparents' ego because we are learning from them. And we are grooming ourselves with a perception which is right, which is wrong. There is no written segment for few things. This is right, this is wrong. But we move in and we drive in, and based on our experience, we will state it as this is right, this is wrong. That is our internal belief system. That is what personal competence, what I see, that is the self-awareness. So the self-awareness is something like someone will be very hyperactive. They know they are hyperactive. Someone, they will know they are highly angered person. Yes, they knew. And they'll be very polite, they'll be introvert. And some people will say that I'm extrovert, I can do many things and I will fail. They knew about it, so they know their limits. So personal competence with what I see is self-awareness, knowing about yourself in much. There are four factors in main. What is your happiness? What is your anger point? What is your trigger point? What is your limit? Personal competence on what I do, that is self-management. Okay, how I exhibit myself in the external world. People used to say, Venkatesh is an hyperactive person. He will do anything. Chumave veetla irukka maataan. Okay, he will never sit simple. He will move around. Yes. Whereas, his brother, some XYZ, okay, and he is a very polite guy, and he will be always thinking cognitive and a little bit of introvert. So something like I exhibit something and my brother exhibit in the world, how they define, okay, that is what self management, how we place ourselves in the world. You got the concept? So having my personal competence, how I am putting myself in the world, that is self management. Social competence, what I see is social awareness. How you see the social awareness is not like social media, Facebook, WhatsApp. No, it's not. Including that, your neighbors, your people, your community, your family community, your corporate community, and the people who is mingling with you, whom it might be in any bias or gender or whatever it might be. Okay, how you deal with the people, how you are learning about that person is called social awareness. How you get the inputs from that people, okay, that is social competence, what I see. And relationship management, how throwing having the awareness on social competence and how I'm maintaining the relationship. Sure, in corporate, you would have fixed these people are trustable, these people are doubtable, these people are not trustable, and these people are highly anger portion, these people are medium anger, these people are low anger, these people will help me, these people will not, these people will look into some thought process. So you define yourself with the social competence and you name it, and you will be having a relationship that is called relationship management. So here, the entire emotional intelligence concept focused mainly into relationship management. How you drive different kind of people. How you drive different kind of people and taking things out. So in broad category only, the personality is being defined into 16 factors. Have you heard about the PSTG, PTJS? Okay, have you heard about the Dharnika? Okay, the personality types, factors, introvert,
Uh,
extrovert,
I,
anger.
yeah, I think I read, but I'm not really like I can't
Okay,
remember now.
but to be frank, to the core, each and every human being is very unique. I'm unique, you're unique, Sanupriya is unique, and Gifta Shiny, Sudiksha, everyone is unique. They exhibit the character in their individual state. In broad category only, it is being defined as, for example, all these four people in my team are extrovert. That's why they are being into my team and they are being designated as business development expert. But internally, okay, in this extrovert, there will be low, medium, high, and there will be a changes in terms of personality factors. But it's into a detailed category. Okay, so emotional intelligence is something like how fine tune yourself in dealing with different kind of people. If you take a team, do you
Venki,
think?
can I just stop you for a minute?
Yeah,
Can you just
sure,
go through
Danika.
quickly? I hardly have 15 minutes.
Yeah, to what?
Like I have to leave. Like I have like guests are downstairs, so I just have to quickly leave.
Okay,
So
fine.
just
I'll finish up with
yeah,
this one. Okay.
yeah, 15 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah, done.
sorry.
It's 39, 49, 39. Okay, 39. Okay, within by 15 minutes I'll find out. Okay. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure. Thank
self-awareness
you.
is something like the ability to accurately sense and identify your personal feeling, and these are the competencies. Okay. Emotional self-awareness, accurate self-assessment, and self-confidence. I'll share you the PPT, Dharnika. Don't worry, you'll be having it. Okay, so the emotional self-awareness is something like how far you are aware about you, and self-assessment, how accurate are you in, and self-confidence, how best you are in moving further. Okay, if this self-awareness directly have a link towards self-confidence, because your self-confidence drives you in best. Someone says something, if you are down, your self-confidence is low, that's it, your life is screwed up. If someone says something, your self-confidence is very high, you will jump that obstacle and move on. And self-management, very simple: emotional self-control, trustworthiness, and adaptability consciousness. Okay, how far you are making trustful worth with the people, and how you control your emotions in a great way, how conscious you are to know what is happening around you, and how adaptable you are into, so that drives the self management. And these are the self management strategies once I share you the PPT. you can go with. Okay, these are self-explanatory. Social awareness is about removing focus from oneself to pay attention to the external order. So once you're more aware of your self-awareness, now you concentrate on social world. How people are, what is their trigger point, how I can best try them in order to take positive productivity and positive relationship. Okay, first relationship comes in and productivity. For that, these are the three main components in social awareness: empathy, organization awareness, and service orientation. Okay, and these are the strategies. Finally, relationship management. There are 8 components because, as I told you before, the relationship management consists of comprises of many things, and that there are mainly 8 components are there: developing others, inspiration leaders, can fine tune, communicate, change catalyst, conflict management, and teamwork and collaboration. This thing which could not be completed within 1 hour, but a quick insight for you how best you can drive this. So, Danika, I stop here. Why I'm stopping
Okay.
here is that very simple. I need to go with the questionnaire what you have filled in.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so I'll give you the output. It will take quite 2 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
so please hold on. So it's a live assessment. So immediately you will know about your emotional intelligence. Okay. I need to copy few things again. I don't know whether my screen is sharing to you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I can see like the PowerPoint.
No, I'm doing in Excel sheet. Is it coming over there?
Uh,
No, it won't, I
no.
believe. Okay, hold on. I'm just doing the calculation report. There are totally 16 questions you have done. Vidula, I also will do for you. Don't worry. Okay, hold on. Okay, Danika, I'm going to share the screen. Hold on. Yeah. This is your score. Okay. So the first 4 is called self emotion appraisal. Okay, how far you are good in your self emotion. 5 to 8 is other emotion appraisal. Okay, how far you are good in understanding others' emotion. And 9 to 12 is use of emotion. Okay, use of emotion is something like how you are able to utilize your emotions in best way. And the last one is relationship emotions. Okay, you got it, Leah?
The
So
screen is very small. I can't even see. So can you just like email me or do? Yeah. If I get a copy, that will be great. I'll
okay.
look at.
Oh yeah, sure. I can send you the copy. Okay, you are talking
Yeah.
about the font size, right?
Yeah. Like it's. I can't. It's too small. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll share you the one. Okay, no worries. I'll share
Okay.
you from
Don't
it.
worry. Yeah.
Okay, so thing is that only the part you need to look into here is okay. I'll
Mm.
zoom it.
Yeah. I
Okay,
can see it now. Yeah. That's great. Yeah.
okay. The first 4 is the questions. First 4 is self emotion appraisal. The next
Mm.
4 is other emotion appraisal, and 9 to
It's
12
for
is
out
use
of
of.
5 or out of 10. Like the
No, it is out of 5.
points.
It is out of 5.
Out of 5. Okay.
So all your scores are good. Okay, the
Mm.
top post score is for each session is 20, and you are in the high factor. Only the other emotion appraisal you are having less mark. So if I go to
Mm-mm.
that, okay, in 2 questions you have given 3. I am a good observer of emotions and I'm sensitive to the feeling and emotion of others. You are very neutral. Means that you are not able to understand. Okay, so whatever comes in your thought, you will just deliver. You will not worry about our people who is in
Mm.
the other side. Something, a statement which can be given like this, but the real meaning over here is that okay, you need to concentrate much on their likes and dislikes. That's it. Then the 6th point, I'm good observer of other emotion, you can easily find out. Just understand their likes and dislikes, do some research, offer them something and know how far their taste is. Okay, give them the chocolate, give them the biscuit, give them the tea, coffee, whatever it may be. So based on the pattern, you will understand how the people used to react. I am sensitive to the feeling and emotions of others. Yes, You might be way strict in before, but right now you need to change yourself in best in order to drive in the best way. Okay, so only here the scoring part has been low. Okay, that's why your scoring in averages come little bit down. Okay, so Dhanika, you need to focus on other emotion appraisal. You need to focus on other emotion appraisal means that try to do experiment with others. Okay, you itself make some pinpoints. You itself make some a strategy how we can understand others. Okay, read some good books, motivational books. Okay, that is one good book. The Men on from Mars, Women on from Venus. Okay, these books will say how the characteristics of a men and women. So if you have that kind of motivational books, sure you can understand people and you can drive them. And apart from that, all others are really good and safe. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's it. Okay, almost we have completed, and
Okay.
that's it, Dhanika.
I'll just thank you, Venki. Like I didn't give my time. I just had like 1 hour. Like
Okay,
it
no
was quick,
problem.
quick. Okay, then you guys carry on, do like amazing work, and yeah, I'm happy for you guys. All the best, okay, and all
Yeah,
the best to your
Dhanika.
team.
Yeah, sure. At your free
Thank you,
time,
ma'am.
that is the leadership part is also there. At your free time, I can make you to learn, and we can
Yeah,
understand
thank you.
the leadership part. Okay, I'll send
Yeah,
you the
okay,
copy
you.
right away to your inbox. No worries.
Okay, then have a good weekend, guys, and enjoy. Yeah,
Yeah,
bye.
bye bye, Dhanika.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
ma'am. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, team.